A daily occurrence, what no one can see. Life-saving drugs are far from the only things that enter a patient's bloodstream. Ambient air, bacteria, endotoxins and particles may join them on the journey as well. But how do such particles develop? One possibility is that drugs interact with one another. However, particles may also be introduced into medications when an ampoule is opened or when rubber stoppers are pierced. Additionally, fluids may transport particles from infusion equipment such as administration sets and three-way taps. And, of course, drugs themselves inherently contain particles. There are no current regulations for particles smaller than 10 micrometers in infusion solutions. Therefore, any particles smaller than that may be infused into patients. Macroparticles pose an immense threat to the body by damaging or clogging blood vessels. Even small microparticles and nanoparticles can systematically trigger immune system and inflammatory reactions. This can slow the healing process and pose an additional risk to intensive care patients. Here's a question for you. How many nanoparticles do you think have been transported by infusion into our intensive care unit patient since the beginning of this video? That was less than 2 minutes. How many would it have been after 72 hours, the average time a patient stays in the ICU? Fortunately, simple and effective solutions have been developed. Inline filters made by Paul Medical. These filters protect patients in particular from macro, micro and nano particles. Ultimately, filters protect patients from particle-associated health risks and minimize the time that they have to spend in the ICU bed. We will tell you a little more about this in our next module.